And all of a sudden I hear, action. All right, all right, all right. Very first words I ever said on film.
That was the insurance policy for life that would guarantee my success. When I was leaving that Friday, after I collected my people, he said, oh, Barbara, you know you'll never succeed without me. And I'm telling you, I knew I'd rather just die on the spot than let him see me not succeed.
I think as women, instead of doing the same thing that we've been taught, like to be the most popular one in the school, you have to step on the shoulders of everyone else. No, we are going to be so successful as a community, as a world, if we support our women and if women give each other, you know, encouragement.
I've always been drawn to finding a way, just finding a way, you know, and if it doesn't exist, create it. Like there are no barriers. Anything can happen.
I'm going to tell you something right now that might change your life. And here it is. You can have everything you want as long as you're willing to give up the belief that you can't have it. You can have anything you want, but you've got to be willing to let go of the belief that you can't have it. Everything is energy, my friends. Everything is consciousness. And when you really look at it, there are only two choices. You are either receptive and you are allowing, or you are in resistance. And if you have a desire and you allow yourself to have it, you'll have it. But if you have a desire and you have a ton of resistance towards it, you will not have it.
You really, really, really did not know that we were going to make 100 episodes and go 9 years, and that it would have all these different lives on streaming services like Netflix, and a whole new generations of kids would discover it. So I'm so amazed and grateful at that.
It was the final words that were ever spoken on The Office. There's beauty in ordinary things. Isn't that kind of the point?
You turn tragedy into an opportunity, into a victory. If I would hate, I would still be a prisoner. Why give Hitler another inch? So opportunity for an opportunity, not recovery, but discovery that I have strength, whether I'm going to respond or react.
To find some part of what you do that you can just be like radically generous about, and you can just like go all in and just say, this is from my overflow. Like, I'm just so excited to share, you know, share this with you.
We should not spend our days worrying about our flutter kick when there's someone we can save.
And sure enough, 2 weeks later, it got heard by a radio station in Baltimore. The production manager of the station just was like, played it for his sister who had breast cancer, and she sobbed. And finally, it got the like explosion that I knew it could have.
He wrote a check, put an envelope. To this day, I don't know how much that check was. I took that envelope and handed it to my parents. But this was a way of me saying to them, thank you for believing in me.
Beautiful just to be human and let people see who you are.
That's the mystical, magical, rhythmical, radical ride. It's going to take us on wild rides. Hang on. We're not finished yet. All of that craziness you've just been through is for a good reason. And I'm excited to find out what that is.
I have no problem failing, because failure is one of the key components to success. Every successful person will tell you that. Down the big thing into achievable chunks so that we know by the end of the week, I've actually done X, Y, and Z to move myself towards my goal. Drew's appearing in your neighborhood with his self-help seminar next week.
Last May, I quit my job and I made $50,000 really in about 10 days. I'm 65 freaking years old. I'm rocking it, okay? You need nothing but yourself, nothing but yourself.
You and your connection to your ultimate truth, to expansion, to yourself, to the next thing you need to know. It exists, but it's not in your awareness. The reason it's on your awareness is because when you're pulled into the worry and you're in your brain, you're in here, you're so in matter, you're so in the 3D, you're so in the predictable, you're so in the fear, you can't grab the awareness of the higher, elevated, better thing that's gonna actually give you the next step into the future you really want to create. So in order to grab that awareness, you've got to get out of the fight or flight. You've got to get into something bigger. We've mentally rehearsed this shame, this guilt, this doubt so many times. It just shows up for its work every day. I'm here, I'm back. You practice me. How about mentally rehearsing the future you want? mentally rehearsing the expansion, the feelings you want to feel, looking at it, feel the feeling, step into that expansion. You are connected to the creator of this freaking universe.
My purpose in life is to know who you are. That's it. Who you are is the infinite pretending to be a person. And that is the most joyous thing that can be experienced.
So we were trying to sell more groceries one Christmas. We didn't have enough sales. And I started teaching a cooking class called 30-minute meals. That's how it started.
The only thing that I have control over is my own conduct, is that little piece of real estate inside my own shoes. And, I have to get up every morning and say, reporting for duty, sir. And then go out and, push the rock up the hill.
I screamed in the middle of the street like, okay, now it's a little on you because I'm here. And I've been here and I'm never gonna stop and I will never leave. So if that's what you need to know from me, like I'm never leaving. If you want my purpose to be that I just play to people that are coming to get jeans for the rest of my life, I'll do that. I'm not gonna give up on this. And then I went home and wrote a song called Keep Your Head Up, which was like the song that took me off the street.
Then I went in and met Larry and I just sparked with him. It was interesting because I was expecting like a troll in the corner with long nails and a cloak.
There's no place where I stop and it starts. I'm part of this ocean. I move, it moves. It moves, I move. I'm part of this whole thing. The power of the ocean is in me. And I'm part of the power of the ocean. And there's nothing to fear in the ocean. It is my identity.
I feel as low as I've ever felt. I don't know what to do next. And shortly thereafter, there's a message on my answering machine. This is so-and-so from the Oprah Winfrey Show. We were cleaning out a closet and found your resume and your VHS tape of commercials. Will you come in and talk to us about freelancing here?
I don't care who you're talking to, young, old, black, white, gay, straight, whatever religion. I try to love all of them, not tolerate them or accept them, love them. And I find I'm at so much more peace.
If God were the sun, we'd be rays of the sun. When we say God, we mean the universal soul, the one I am that we all share. And you become part of this one self, this one soul.
Maybe the creator of the universe ultimately created all these incredible things for us to enjoy. And we're the ones that keep ourselves from them by saying, I don't really deserve it. It's okay. I don't really want for that. I'll just have this little tiny piece. It's enough for me. And really, there's like this hose that's on full blast, but we just walk up with like a little thimble and we fill up a thimble when really you could fill up a bucket or you could fill up an ocean. And you don't have to apologize for it and you don't have to rationalize it. You could just have it because it's been created for you to enjoy, and then use these incredible resources. Whatever you're being given, whatever you can expand to receive, you can then use that to fuel you to give to the world. And then look what one person can do. It's okay to want for things. It's okay to not be perfect. That your scars and your vulnerability actually make you even more of a candidate to be good at whatever you're doing. And that you do deserve it. And that you should put your shoulders back and take your seat at the table and stop apologizing and go ahead and go for it.